Reliability is one of the most important factors when deciding what car you want to get. Now, of course, this does vary from manufacturer to manufacturer and also depending on the car as well. Some car makers get more reliable as time goes on. Some car makers get less reliable. These things do vary throughout time. But right now in 2025, which are the 5 most unreliable car brands in the United States? Well, thankfully, I've got the full list here for you guys. Consumer Reports recently did a survey of over 300,000 car owners in the US and got their thoughts on how reliable, or in this case, unreliable their cars are, and of course correlated this data together to give the 5 manufacturers that scored the worst on the reliability parts of their survey. So let's dive in. So let's start with number 5, which surprisingly, it's Volkswagen. Now, Volkswagen is not really known as an unreliable car brand here in Europe, but maybe things are different in the United States. Apparently, what drags down VW's ratings overall is the Taos, Taos, I'm not sure how you actually pronounce that car's name, but that is ranked generally as the least reliable new car in the United States right now, which is really saying something. That overall does drag the brand down. In general, Taos owners had issues with their engine head gasket, electrical accessories, and the brakes of the car. So basically everything that makes it start and stop, which is, again, quite important really when you're driving around. Outside of that, though, VW isn't that bad. It's not a bad car brand to go with, but clearly stay away from the Taos. That's the main takeaway there. Number 4 on the list is Jeep. Now, the worst one from Jeep is the Grand Cherokee. That does drag this brand down overall. Of course, this is an all-terrain 4x4 vehicle made in the good old US of A, but unfortunately, overall, the reliability of these cars is not great. While it can go over all grounds, unfortunately, this is a car brand that does break more often than others. They can either be fantastic or terrible, and there's not really much in between when it comes to the reliability of Jeep. Number 3 is GMC. Now, the worst offender from GMC is the Canyon, their mid-size pickup truck, which has a number of different issues, mainly related to the engine of the car and also the in-car electronics as well. Again, this is a car that can very much go over all kinds of ground, but unfortunately, it is prone to braking. So if you're wanting to go for a different kind of pickup truck, I would recommend going for something like a Ford or a Chevrolet if you want some better reliability there. But let's head over to Cadillac next, number 2 on this list. Now, Caddies are, of course, famous for their luxury, but unfortunately, when it comes to being a reliable everyday motor, they are not really there. The Lyriq is the worst offender from Cadillac. In general, its electric vehicle battery, as well as the electronic accessories and interior features as well, are very unreliable, making it not the most pleasant experience to drive around or be driven in. But what is number 1? Now, I have to admit, I'd never heard of this brand before, and there's a good reason for that. They're an EV-only manufacturer from the United States. It's not Tesla before anybody says it. No, it is Rivian. Now, Rivian are, of course, owned by Amazon, and they are exclusively sold, I believe, only in the US and Canada. So the rest of the world hasn't experienced these cars yet. But I'm absolutely fine with that, given that they're the least reliable cars in the US right now. So they can stay in North America for all I care, to be honest. And unfortunately, you guys have to put up with them. Now, Rivian only makes the R1T pickup truck and the R1S sports utility vehicle, and both of them consistently get low scores from consumers. Apparently, they're very buggy when trying to charge, which is a very bad thing for an electric vehicle. They have general electrical gremlins and glitches as well inside the actual car. So unfortunately, this is a relatively new brand that has a long way to go. When you've got the richest company in the world backing you, I think they'll probably be all right in time, just give them time. But right now, I would probably stay away from Rivian if you're wanting to get a reliable car right now. But yeah, those are the top 5, or the worst 5, the dishonorable 5, if you will, of the least reliable cars in the United States by brands. Do you own any of these cars that are associated with these brands? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, especially if you've got one of the specific models that I mentioned as well as being particularly unreliable. I want to hear what you have to say. Maybe you think these are quite good. For example, here in the UK, probably the least reliable car brand is Alfa Romeo from Italy, but I know some people who absolutely love their Alfas. So, you know, there's 2 sides to every story at the end of the day. I want to hear yours in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys, if you want to see more like this, and have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. See you very soon for more content on the world of cars just like this.